Ooh, it works. Something's working. Hello there, you lucky devils. Hi, Gary. Hi, Kevin. Should probably get this. See what page I land on. That's working. Should probably get this. That's working. What about the chat? Let's see who's here. Hi, Dave. Hi, Creepy Crawl. I have figured out how to keep the. I got a pretty cool idea, actually. This will be the last pregame that goes like this. So you think Ed Sanders' book is a great read? It might be. You just don't know where that guy's really coming from. That's the problem. See, this a lot of what Sanders heard but couldn't put in the family, maybe because it wasn't true. So don't tell me it's a great read. Don't drop a link and say, watch this. That's not going to happen. You got to tell me what I'm looking for, why I'm reading it, at the 12-minute mark, whatever. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sven. Hi, Pat. Put the light back where it belongs. That's for, I'm going to have a 2-camera setup on Saturday. That's one of the big surprises. Yeah, but Sanders' definition of what's been thoroughly researched is different from what other people's definition of thoroughly researched. You know who he is, right? You know who Ed Sanders is, right? Or was. Is he still alive? Ed Sanders is the Maury Terry of the Manson family. Yeah, he says a lot of things that are very interesting if they could be confirmed to be true. But like he insists that Blaine had written that article about Ronald Stitsky, what Ronald Hedley Stark, but it's not. I think it's actually Leonard Lake. Honor of El Paso. But you got to take everything he says with a grain of salt. You got to take everything everybody says with a grain of salt. You got to take everything I say with a grain of sugar. I provide plenty of salt. What it needs is a little sugar. Leonard Lake, yeah, that's right, Dave. Oh, yeah. I don't know how many episodes you people have seen and how many you haven't seen. I think Leonard Lake was the one actually wearing the costume and doing the stabbing at the Lake Berryessa attack, the so-called Zodiac crime. I think Dennis Land was an accomplice. I think Dennis Land was holding the camera. I could be wrong. There's this really big secret about Leonard Lake's father. We know something about his mother. His mother was exactly like Charlie's mother. Charlie's mother was raised by a madam and prostitute and child, a black market baby farmer. That was Charlie's grandmother. Leonard's grandmother, same generation, same thing. Charlie's grandmother raised him to do child prostitution and child pornography. That's how he got in the porno business in the first place. Exact same story with Leonard Lake. Exact same story with Creepy Karpus. But Creepy Karpus was a generation older. Creepy Karpus was the same generation as Leonard's grandmother and Charlie's grandmother. Or mother. He probably mother. Yeah, well, it's just that's the problem is you have to take Sanders' word for all that stuff, Mill. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably worth reading, but Roman wanted Sharon to have an abortion. Okay, what's that got to do with Lino and Rosemary LaBianca? I'm sure having an abortion, he probably wanted to film it. Is probably why they wanted to have it. Guten Tag, Sven. Guten Tag. Maury Terry, my thumbs up or thumbs down? Well, we're getting into that. But he's another Ed Sanders. I mean, Maury didn't come from the other side of the world to cover this story. You know Maury's life story, right? Like, it's really interesting. Yeah, Mill's kind of late to the party. You have subscribed, right, Mill? You don't have to tell me who you are in two different worlds, but we're going to talk about Charlie on the actual Stones Unturned website, not on YouTube. Sorry. This will be, if anything, Zodiac material for reasons that I've already told you too much about. Which reminds me, there is the slight possibility, probably not tonight. And so I would say Saturday. Let me play the theme real quick, just for the benefit of the YouTube people. But Saturday's show, I'm gonna do the pregame very differently.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society.
You're in violation of secure communication procedures, Commodore.
As a shareholder and director, I'm always proud of Walmart.
There is no America. There is no democracy.
Fifth objective, a new world order.
There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West.
What do you call it when the assassins accuse the assassin?
A new world order.
Thank you for plugging in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be better for truth?
I'm your host, Professor Thomas Henry Horan.
He reads everything.
You're goddamn right he reads everything. I'm going to bed early tomorrow night. These midnight episodes are killing me. I don't know about Sticky Marks, but they're killing me. So that's one more reason I'm going to do Saturday afternoon. I know it's Mother's Day weekend, but Saturday afternoon I think would be all right. This sounds like something.
The other thing you notice when you
this
take
is Tucker
a little time
Carlson,
off
if you didn't know.
Unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are.
No shit,
They're
Sherlock.
Irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them.
That's right.
Trust me, as someone who's participated.
That's the interesting thing.
And yet, at the same time, and this is the amazing thing.
I mean, the interesting thing.
The undeniably big topics.
He's not actually over there. He's actually over here.
Get virtually no discussion
to you,
at all.
he looks over here.
War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time.
You know what's funny?
Debates like that are not permitted.
You know what's funny? There is audio. There is audio recording. I will find it. I haven't heard it in a long time. This is it.
These are the first two invitations.
This is Aleister Crowley.
The Cabinet of Spirit in the
High-pitched, nasally voice.
Kelly. See Equinox, Volume 1, Number 7, and Number 8. Oh, so loose very chargy go yard blata, elenu saha ke lazod, so brazo do ray, eton was a gatisad.
I don't know what that proves, but I didn't know. He had this surprisingly wimpy voice. Tucker Carlson has this, and I don't mean to make fun of somebody's voice.
Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it. Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. 20 viewers. So tonight, the live stream on YouTube will end in a few minutes when we mosey on over to the Cool Kids Club, the Real Stones Unturned podcast website. Check the link in the description of this video. But Saturday, I figured out a way to keep the chat going, to keep people's interest peaked once we disappear. Well, here's the thing, Pat. I don't pay attention to the crap that he used to do. I just thought it was interesting that he just comes right out and says, it's all bullshit. I was doing the bullshit. I'm not doing the bullshit anymore. Now I'm going to start telling the truth. The problem is you don't know. The more I learn about this guy, and we're going to talk about him on the other channel. Yeah, we're supposed to get storms here pretty soon. I mean, I've got the whole big battery backup thing now, but tonight's episode, you're still going to be watching me put it together to a certain extent, but I got some stuff for you. There's 23 viewers. Looks like almost everybody who had been subscribing has now resubscribed to the new site with or without your promo code. Oh, apparently, even if you use the promo code, sometimes it puts a temporary hold on your card overnight and you think you've been charged. Calm your tits, wait a couple of days and see. But all the ones I've double checked on, nobody's getting charged unless they're supposed to be getting charged. Those are good questions, Mill, and we're going to answer those questions on the Stones Unturned podcast. It's a weather forecast here. Thanks for staying up. God bless you, Sticky Marks. I'm going to do an episode at 12 o'clock my time, so that would be 6 hours before now, your time. Noon. I'll do a noon Central Time, Chicago time, Saturday. For you and for me. Resubscribe? No, Lisa, you're already subscribed, right? You're all set. You're all set. But sometimes, people who are using the promo code, then it still puts a whole. It depends on what kind of card you use. It's all Stripe. It's got nothing to do with me. It's Stripe, but that's the most secure, and it's the one I like to deal with. I think it'll take PayPal too, right? So I'm telling you, Jelaine was the brains of the outfit. Jeffrey was just the Charles Manson of the outfit. Jelaine was the gypsy. Jeffrey was the Charlie. Yeah, okay, so, but yeah, now there's a support button at the top of the page. Are you all over there? Is everybody over here? I forgot to set up the chat so I can see who's here. If you have something really important to do tonight and don't feel like sticking around, tonight's episode is going to be kind of a dress rehearsal for the next 2 episodes. Hi, JJ. You're just in time to wander on over to the other site. But I'm trying to think of a way to keep the YouTube chat going, which is interesting. It's a good way to sell subscriptions, I think. And then, of course, there's the chat on mine. But we can keep the live chat going. And there's a way to show me talking. There are lots of ways, but I found a simple way I think is actually, I'm going to do it anyway. And people won't know what they're missing, so then they'll want to subscribe. So, 22 people, 23 people, we're almost ready to go over there. I mean, it's already running over there. Oh, and Dave, there are just lots of different, I rotate different versions of the opening theme. I didn't throw away, there's several that have Charlie. I can't believe I just smacked my... And Saturday, I'll let you hear this bad boy. I'll let you hear this bad boy on this bad boy that you can't see right now. There it is. Yeah, that's a good place for it, I think. This will just be for show. I usually keep this put away, but... I go to your site, came to get you a beer, see you over there. Okay. Promise Software be damned. It's interesting. It's mentioned on Yes Minister. You know that, right? Or Yes Minister. It's mentioned on an episode of Yes Minister. It wasn't a secret project. It's just got people freaked out for good reason. But it was something that Access Graphics was working with as well. The Promise project. So, if we're all just about ready, we'll wander over there. It's an episode tonight. It's a little disjointed. It's the skeleton draft of 2 upcoming episodes. There's a lot of really, and you're going to watch me put some more information together. Some of it is going and copying and pasting slides from old episodes in new ways, pasting them together in all new ways. I haven't got that done yet. And I suddenly got busy on a crash project this week, so... Okay, so I'm going to count to 30, and we'll be over there. I'm exhausted. Are we ready? I think I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's get the show on the road. But there will be something... Well, Saturday, and then I'm going to hit up, I'll hit up Drew and the other guys. Maybe next weekend we'll do the one where we listen to an episode of the May Brussels podcast. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, and then YouTube keeps pitching. That problem's going to go away. I don't like the way Restream schedules live events on YouTube. Anyway, so... Away we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mwah. See you over at the Cool Kids Club. Click the link in the description of the video, and we'll see you over there.